Who's the best NFL draft pick prospect in tonight's game, Smitty? Who's the best NFL prospect in the Penn State Notre Dame game? One of these QBs? Drew Aller. I've been heard he's the number one quarterback on the board. If he were to come out, especially next year. Riley Leonard, serviceable guy. He reminds me more of the kid that I talked about that we still don't know. We haven't seen him play yet from Notre Dame last year.
Remember the kid with the long black hair? All the girls like.
Yeah.
Was it Sam something? Ain't
it? Sam Hartman?
Sam Hartman, yeah. Sam Hartman.
Riley Leonard reminds me of him. Riley Leonard reminds me of him for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, but I think Riley Leonard may have a little more nuts and guts.
Okay.
And he's a better athlete than him.
If it's between the QBs, I'm gonna go with Aller. But I think, and you talk about this guy even more than me.
Number one pick. I'm just asking you overall the best guy.
It's probably gonna be Jay Love, the running back. Honestly, I mean, we keeping it a bean. A guy ran for over 1,000 yards, multiple touchdowns, but forget the stats. It's really just like playing style, size, ability. I feel like Jeremiah Love's game can transition well into the next level, especially with the right team. You know what I'm saying? I think realistically, I wouldn't be shocked if he goes in and has impact as a rookie somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Running backs don't get drafted that high anyway, so he probably end up getting drafted like second round or something like that. Maybe in round 3, end up being on a pretty good team, good old line, and he can go right in and be effective. I mean, we saw even like young guys this year, like Blake Corum be pretty effective as like a number 2 option, and we see young guys come in at running back and just hit the ground running. Like that's a normal thing. So for me, I think Jeremiah Love will probably be my guy that comes to the top of my head. But if I go with quarterback specifically, I would lean more on Aller, Drew Aller. I can't. How you say it? Aller.
Aller.
Aller. Am I saying it right? Aller.
Yeah. The clear-cut best prospect in this draft is a tight end. He's Brock Bowers. Oh. My bad. He's Brock Bowers, Smitty. It's not even close. Tyler Warren is Brock Bowers-ish. He's by far the best prospect. I would argue the second best prospect is the DN who's been injured, Abdul Carter. I would say he's the second best prospect in this draft, and then maybe Love, and then the 2 QBs. And then there's also a wideout out there and a linebacker. But the Tyler Warren kid, literally, the kid that had 20 goddamn catches versus USC out here at the Coliseum.
He can do it all though. Like he's like he's fucking tight end, fullback.
He's Brock Bowers mixed with Taysom Hill.
There you go.
So that's who he is. So I'm taking him first. Abdul Carter.
Taysom Bowers.
Huh? Call him Taysom Bowers? Yeah. The Abdul Carter kid, who's been kind of riddled with injury, he's probably the best pure pass rusher in the NFL or in the college football. There's no doubt about that. He could probably stand up. He's Micah Parsons-ish.
What's about wearing the number 11 at Penn State, boy? It just is different. Yeah. Obviously, LeVar Arrington way back in the days. Micah, now this kid. If you wear 11, you gotta be a baller at Penn State.
Yeah, he's he can go. He's got wiggle. Yeah, he's nasty.
I'm watching this highlight. Hold on.
Yeah, it would be one of those 2 guys, in my opinion. Those would be number 1 or 2 draft picks off the board in this game. In this game, I think they're 2. I think they're 2 top 10 picks. Period.
Yeah, he's a dog
overall, but for sure, Tyler Warren, in my opinion, would be number 1 because of the dynamic use that we do now in the NFL with tight ends. Tight ends are used in multifaceted sets now on offense in scenarios like that. So I would say him, and then I would go Abdul Carter over a running back.
Dog.
Running back.
I might have to retract my step. I'm gonna take a step back. I'm biased when it comes to pass rushes. I don't know how I forgot about Abdul Carter's a dog. I'm watching this highlight. I'm having flashbacks. Some of the moves. My man did the in and out. He did the double swipe move, the one stab with the cross. Like Bailey couldn't block that. Like at Bailey's peak as an offensive lineman, he can't block what Abdul Carter was just doing. You know what I'm saying? That is nothing like great defensive line play. So I might switch my answer to Abdul Carter, man, because a pass rusher, it can make instant impact.
Too late.
I do what I want to on this show.
But you lost the argument already.
My name is already on the show. It wasn't no argument. We just having a discussion, homie.
Yeah. You lost the poll question.
We teammates, homie. When you gonna learn that?
I know. I won that one. I was one. You gave me the baton on that one because because running backs. We already know running backs are short-lived. They're never going to take a running back over a pass rusher or a tight end in this day and age.
We're not arguing who's going to get drafted first. We're arguing like who's going to translate immediate, whoever. Again, I really do think Jeremiah Love's going to have a good NFL career. I'm not confident about those quarterbacks. I'm not confident about your tight end. I know he's a what you call it, he's like a do-it-all guy. He's like he can do it. You call him Brock Bowers. I don't want to go that far. Brock Bowers was a monster in college. I don't want to go that far, but I do like Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter, I would be shocked if he didn't translate and make an immediate impact. You know what I'm saying? If you're a great athlete, DN, a lot of times that's just a smooth transition for you to ball out instantly. So I like that one.
No doubt. Crazy, man. I'm just seeing shit that's just irking me more. Please stop sending me shit, people.
Let me transition to the game real quick, though, man. Listen, we got obviously tonight Notre Dame.
Hey, Smitty, we're giving $21 million from the government. Newsom just asked the government for $21.8 million in money from the federal government to help shelter the illegal migrants that are in LA because of the fires. That just broke news. I'm just throwing it out there, dog. That's who we vote for, homie. Anyway, what was that? What were you saying?
I was saying that Notre Dame Penn State play tonight. Big time bowl game right here, man. Orange Bowl showdown. These two teams, man. Two legendary schools, universities. I know you don't believe Penn State deserves to be here, and they had the easiest route. Notre Dame, on the other hand, just beat Georgia. Some game that I actually predicted right. And here we are. The winner of this will be in the Natty. So I just want to kind of, ask you for predictions. And shout out to Christopher Longo. Prayers to Cali. Shout out to really Shaun Planet ERF for the $99.99. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for the support. But yeah, let's dive into predictions, man. I know we kind of, earlier this week we've talked about loosely kind of what side we're leaning to, but I don't know if you actually have made your actual pick yet as far as where you're going. I'm going with Notre Dame. I got Notre Dame winning this one. I think they're super hot. I like what the defense is looking like right now. They got the run game, and I just think they just have a ton of momentum right now, and they're battle tested. They just beat. Their path was harder than Penn State's path. They just beat the SEC opponent. They just beat Georgia, a top dog, a multiple-time national champion, twice in the last, 4 or so years, and they just knocked them out, So I just think they're more battle-tested than Penn State. I think they got more dogs in the fight, and I think they have all the momentum in the world. And I just see Notre Dame winning this game. But what about you? What you got, Bro B?
Yeah, Notre Dame's going to win, in my opinion. I don't think Penn State's very good. They got a couple great players. I just don't think they're very good. And listen, I like James Franklin, good friend of mine, man, but he just can't get over the hump and beat a top 5 team ever. Ever. So I gotta go with the history on this. I'm going to go with Notre Dame, but I think it'll be a close game because Penn State can run the football, and they do have some shop wreckers, and people don't realize sometimes when my Jimmy's better than your Joe, that Jimmy can make a huge impact in a game that changes the game for the other 10 players on his side of the football, and that is Abdul Carter, that is Tyler Warren, that is a Jay Love in Notre Dame if he breaks a 75-yarder. This is just what one person can do. Personally, I think Notre Dame has more persons that can do it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. Penn State has more persons that can do that one play. They obviously, I'm being facetious. They have more people. If we lined up their 11 versus their 11, I think Penn State has more people that can actually take it the distance than Notre Dame does. But J Love is one guy that can do it. Notre Dame has a wideout that's okay, but they've been banged up as well. I think Penn State will keep it close, but I think Notre Dame's defense is the best in the tournament remaining, and probably one of the best in the country regardless. They've been since that unfortunate loss to the MAC Action team. So I got Notre Dame in a close one, Smitty, but I wouldn't be shocked if Penn State pulled it out. But I'm just telling you, I said it on one of the lead-ins last week. College football committee, you do not want Penn State to win this game and get absolutely mollywopped by Ohio State in a rematch in their finals, because this is just going to kill your whole fucking thought process in this 12-team thing. I do not want to see Penn State, Ohio State in a final. And that's who you think is going to go. So, I mean, on Ohio State side, you think they're going to beat Texas. So it would be Penn State playing Ohio State again, and I do not want to see that mollywhopping.
That's what Belly wants. Belly thinks Penn State is actually better than Notre Dame. I know he talked about that offline the other day. That's what he wants. But, yeah, I mean, I hear you. I think Notre Dame's going to win the game, though, so I'm not really concerned about it. I think it's going to be Notre Dame, Ohio State. And then I'll make my national title prediction once we get there. So, listen, to me, and I was talking to the homies offline, I think this is a great 4-team playoff situation that we got right here. I'm a little higher on Penn State than what you and others are. I do think tonight's going to be a hell of a game. I do think Notre Dame's going to win, but it's not going to be some blowout where Penn State are just some scrubs who shouldn't even be in the mix. And no, this is a blue blood right here, y'all. This is still a top team, and as we're talking, they have a ton of NFL talent on that team. This will be a dog fight. I just got Notre Dame pulling it out late.